for that, it's really an incredible amount of money. But basically, a pension is simply a retirement account that an employer maintains to give you a fixed payout when you retire. So we sit down with a lot of people in our offices, and they come in and they'll tell us about their different incomes that they have coming in for retirement. It may be that they have a 401k. They may have a Social Security that they're counting on. But they also may have a pension as well. A pension typically is determined, how much pension you get by how long you have worked for your employer and what your salary was. And when you retire, you can actually choose between getting a lump sum pension or payout or a monthly annuity payment. We see a lot of people that come into our office that they're offered typically like a buyout for their pension, and they can actually either take a lump sum or they can actually get a monthly amount coming in. So many times what we are doing as advisors is helping folks to understand, hey, is it better for me to actually take a lump sum here, or is it better for me to take the monthly payout? And sometimes that lump sum can be very attractive, but sometimes you wouldn't want to trade that for that monthly income that they have the ability to have coming in. But many people really aren't aware of really how valuable those pensions are. But you think about this. If you think about a pension, you think about that monthly income that is driven every single month by that underlying sum of money. It has to be an incredible amount of money to actually generate a decent pension over time.
Find out more about three-dimensional investing, utilizing insurance, brokerage, and fee-based planning with Ben Brayshaw, Seth Pressman, and John Ryder on their weekly radio program, Money on Tap.
Welcome back. You are listening to Money on Tap, your personal finance headquarters. We appreciate you listening today. However you're receiving us via radio, via podcast, you can reach us at 855-226-8551 or email us at info@yourmoneyontap.com. You can also find us on our website at www.yourmoneyontap.com.
So if you're listening with us today, I mean, you're probably, rolling your eyes saying, what is this pension crisis and how is this going to affect me? And let's say you're the person sitting in the aisle that's listening that doesn't even have a pension. And how would that impact me? And I think, one of the things that we talk about is that, if just the spending power in this country declined by 50% or 20%, the GDP across the nation would just, would fall like a lead balloon. Yeah. And that's going to affect all sorts of indices, all sorts of marketplaces, and how to respond and react to that. So if you're listening to this and you're saying, hey, I don't have a pension, do I still have a problem? The answer is yes, because this is not just a national problem. This is a global problem, and this is going to impact literally the pockets of every company and every person around the world. And really, it's kind of like when the luxury tax came through, John, and it killed a lot of the big businesses that people spent their extra dollars on.
That's right, luxury items.
This is one of the areas where, hey, you know what, going conservative and being cautionary, and the blue chip providers for the mainstay products are really a big focus in this kind of environment, and that's something that may be a tactical move that you're looking to address or make or even consider. It's not something that we're necessarily recommending, but these are the kinds of things that need to be quantified inside your portfolio as these changes and as these things respond and react.
Yeah, I think one of the hardest things to do is to just always, think outside the box for whatever our situation is. Just an example is our income. Whatever your income might be, $50,000, $100,000, whatever that is. To modify we almost always live up to our income, meaning we will fill our mortgage will reflect. It'll be greater than, if we made $50,000 a year, it's going to be one kind of a mortgage. If we go up to $100,000 a year, it's going to be another kind of a mortgage. Our car payments are, that our lifestyle will fill in to those budgets. And some of the things that are hard or a challenge for us to do is to kind of negotiate ourselves down into a budget that might be a little bit less than what we, thought we were working with, to just kind of push aside some of that income that's coming in into some different vehicles. Get it outside of the the thinking that I've got a pension, the pension is going to pay for my retirement or my later years or whatever that might be. Get some of that income now and get it into a different vehicle that will allow for some modifications to happen down the road, be they, your own decisions or somebody else making them for you, and limiting, some of what you thought you were going to have as far as future spending. So, all that to say is start to think and plan through ahead of the curve. If you can be in that kind of a mindset and start to, make some changes now, no matter what it is. Even if the budget does, even if for whatever reason the pension comes through and they figure out a perfect system for the pension plan, right? And you have that income coming through, you're never going to be sad or sorry that you saved more and had another bucket of money that you could, throw at the grandkids or throw at, some vacations or whatever that expense might be. However you might want to have that. It's a rainy day funds are wonderful. And that's always, I think, the biggest challenge when we're trying to think through or work through, modifying and making some adjustments.
Seth, that's, I think that says most of it. And I think if you're listening today and you've had a chance to listen to our episode today, we want to offer those people who might be interested in sending in their questions. If they top 3 questions that we agree on, guys.
I think we did. Top
3 questions. If we use them on the air, we're going to send you a free gift, a monogrammed shirt, hat, or maybe a special pen or something like that, right?
I'm sure we can make that work.
Yeah, please give us your questions. We're excited to have them.
Glad to have you aboard with us today, for sure.
Looking forward to having those questions come in. You can reach us at 855-226-8551 or email us at info@yourmoneyontap.com. You've been listening to Money on Tap. Thanks a lot for listening. It was a great time with you guys today. We'll see you later.
The views expressed are not necessarily the opinion of this radio station and should not be construed directly or indirectly as an offer to buy or sell any securities mentioned herein. Investing is subject to risks, including loss of principal invested. No strategy, product, material, or tool mentioned can assure a profit nor protect against loss. Please note that individual situations can vary. Therefore, the information, products, materials, or tools mentioned should be relied upon when coordinated with individual professional advice. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. This show may be subsidized in whole or in part by a product sponsor or issuer. Securities and advisory services offered through SagePoint Financial Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC, and a registered investment advisor. All other services offered through Brayshaw Financial Group LLC are independent of SagePoint Financial. SagePoint Financial and Brayshaw Financial Group do not provide tax or legal advice. Main office is located at 116 South River Road, Bedford, New Hampshire, 03110, and can be reached at toll-free 855-226-8551.